VK Sports and the PGA Tour, proud to bring you the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. We're at the Players' Championship. Today's coverage is about to start. Delighted to have 2002 PGA Championship winner Rich Beem in the booth. I'm Luke Elvey, and it's a good morning to Henny Koyak, who's out on the course following our featured group.
Hi Luke, I'm so looking forward to following these two players in this group. They've been going back and forth a bit on social media leading up to the event and seem to really want to prove something out on the course today.
Well, it will be interesting to keep an eye on this one right throughout this event. Well, I know that we're in the booth and not right up close to it, but it doesn't take a smart person to work out that's not a nice lie. Looks to have chosen the 7-iron.
Yeah, this is lovely.
Handy effort, that one. All right, Henny. What's he got in front of him here with this putt?
He's got to be careful this doesn't get away from him here. This is downhill.
Yeah, nice mid-range birdie putt, that one.
And that should calm whatever nerves this player has. Nice opening hole.
The first of our birdie opportunities comes second, par 5.
Driver not necessarily required here because you have to shape your tee shot from right to left. And if you're a right-handed golfer, that's not the easiest thing to do. So lefties have a better opportunity, I think, of finding this fairway than most with driver. From there, a second shot over a long bunker to a green that's very narrow, dotted by pot bunkers. Truly is one of the coolest par 5s on this layout.
Bit disappointing, that one. Getting ready to play their third. Lovely shot out of the bunker. That's in tight. This putt's about 4 feet from the hole.
All right, guys, this for 2 birdies in a row.
And as we take a look at the leaderboard, it's Xander Schauffele in first place. Let's take a look at the par 3 third. Straight away mid-iron to short iron shot.
Par 3, just 177 yards from the back, but this green is always firm. Be wary of that.
That's well played, pin high. That's the mark of a ball striker. And now over to Tony Finau.
He's 2 strokes behind his rival this week.
And back to the play, shall we? Lining up the birdie putt here. Oh, just missed. And down it goes. He's in a share of third place. Well, the fourth is another great example that it doesn't need to be a long par 4 to be a testing one. This fourth can be menacing, can't it?
Par 4, 384 yards from the back. A long snake-like bunker down the right-hand side to a cool little green with all sorts of movement on it. A very fun hole to play indeed.
Yeah, not a bad shot, that one.
Slim chance here for birdie, but you never know.
This next shot coming up from the sand. And back to the course with the live action. A chance to get to 3 under with this putt.
Looking great now.
And the extremely long putt will drop. Well done. And with that, he'll move to 3 under par. The leader now has a 1-stroke advantage. All right, Rich, the par 4 fifth. A strong hole, this one, isn't it?
Par 4, 471 yards from the back. Drive it out to the left-hand side to give yourself the best angle for your second shot into this long, thin green.
And Henny, what's he looking at here?
Setting up here from about 145 yards.
This one looks like it's going right. Oh, wonderful shot and a chance for birdie at the 5th. And Henny, what are they looking at here?
Setting up this putt 11 feet from the cup. This for a birdie run.
A wonderful putt. You can claim it. Back-to-back birdies.
Back-to-back birdies, moving the right direction there, Luke.
The tee shot at the par 4-6 has changed a lot now that that tree's been taken out of the way, Rich. But what do you think of this short par 4?
Par 4, 393 yards from the back. Most players taking out a long iron or hybrid just for placement in the fairway. This green is surrounded by tall palm trees. Don't get caught out by one.
Well, Rich, here's one of our proven performers in the FedEx Cup points race. They've been there or thereabouts for most of the season, and they go into this tournament as one of the strong favourites. It hardly seems a surprise, doesn't it?
Without a doubt, the best player all around on tour in my mind's eye. It is no shock to see them contending for the lead once again.
Oh, so close. No, that's too bad. Putting for a par here. Looking ahead, this player is currently tied for first in the field alongside Xander Schauffele. As we go from a wonderful little par 4, we go to a challenging, longer par 4, the 7.
Difficult par 4, 451 yards. Water and sand all the way down the left-hand side. Hit it out to the right. Find the green with your second and sprint to the next hole, making 4.
And they're playing from about 140 yards out. Currently tied for the lead. You like that, didn't you? And this putt will take them to 5 under. Ooh, right by the hole. That's disappointing. It's just about 3 feet away.
This is important. Big par putt here.
Let's take a look at what Tony Finau's up to.
He's currently trailing his rival. Let's see what happens here.
And after that effort, this is how the field is shaping up. The 8th hole, a long par 3 stretching 240 yards at its maximum. It's no sleeper, that's for sure.
I don't find anything sleepy about this hole. The front of this green is so narrow. There's no place to land it, especially when they put the flag stick there. This hole will grab your attention, as it should, because it's a long iron to a sliver of an opening. Even when they put the pin on the right-hand side, you want no part of it. The center of the green all day long here.
Get in. Well, nice to drop a putt of that length. Well done. And with that, he'll move to 5 under par. He's currently tied for first.
Moving up the leaderboard. I like it.
The front 9 at TPC Sawgrass finishes with a par 5, but not easy to get there in 2.
It is not. A big tee shot down the left center is required. Anything out to the right could catch that bunker and even fall into the water over there on the right. If you decide to go for it, you have to hit a fairway metal long iron high over some trees on the left-hand side to a very narrow green. The layup shot out to the right will make that third shot so much easier into this tiny green.
Well, they've found the bunker, but a chance to maybe save from there. Not your best effort, still a mid-range putt coming up. Henny, you've had the chance to have a look over this one?
Yeah, he's been prowling around this one. It's 11 foot out. This for back-to-back birdies.
Just 3 feet to the cup. And let's have a look at Tony Finau.
Yeah, he just made bogey on that last one.
Let's take a look at the leaderboard as it stands. Trailing by a stroke after that hole. The back 9 at TPC Sawgrass starts off with a shortish par 4, but it really requires accuracy off the tee.
It does. I've seen a lot of players try and challenge the tee shot down the left-hand side. That's a huge no-no. Just bail out to the right, leave your second shot just a little bit further back, and you'll be rewarded with a fairly straightforward shot into a green that has some mounding, but overall fairly gentle.
I didn't see that outcome from that lie. That was great work.
And this putt to move into first place. Didn't quite have the right stuff there. Our work here is done. Let's head to the next hole. And now over to Tony Finau.
Now, who'd have thought we'd see this? He is behind his rival. Can he do the catching up that's necessary?
There's some birdie holes out on this course, and the 11th is certainly one of those, but there are some troublesome spots if you get out of play.
There definitely is trouble, but the thing I love about this hole the most, Luke, is that there's so many different ways to play it. Most players will take driver off the tee, but from there, now it's anybody's ball game. You don't have to go for the green on the second shot. You can lay it up over the left. You can lay it up over to the right. You can lay it up long left. There's so many different ways of attacking this hole. Each individual is going to do it differently. I love the second shot on this hole.
And here we are with the third shot. He shares top spot. Oh, that's great. It just missed the hole.
That should be good enough to guarantee the birdie.
And that's the kind of fighting spirit that keeps a good round going.
Up and down out of the bunker for birdie here, Luke. Job well done.
Sitting at 6 under. They currently share the lead in this one. Good shot there, Beamer. Let's take a look at what Tony Finau's up to.
He's currently trailing his rival. Let's see what happens here.
Let's get back to it, shall we? Scorecard filled with threes never hurts. Good putt to make this. Oh, gee, that line was looking good, wasn't it? And this putt coming up for his par.
Right over the spot they were looking at.
There it is. Currently 6 under for the event. Well, as you start to head for home here at TPC Sawgrass, you're blessed with this wonderful par 313.
So many different levels to this green. On the par 3, playing 181 yards from the back. You can get it close. You can even make a hole-in-one. But watch out, if you hit in the wrong spot on the green, it'll be difficult to two-putt from there.
Ooh. 3 feet to go here to the hole.
He's got this for his par.
Managing to maintain their position on the leaderboard. Plenty of trouble around this golf course. The 14th, the par 4, represents a number of that.
If you hit it down the left-hand side, the golf ball will chase a long way, but you'll be blocked out by some trees. You hit it out to the right, you're going to be on top of a mound, but you'll have a really good idea of what's in front of you. This hole historically plays as one of the toughest ones on the back 9, and it's all because of where that green sits. It sits from right to left with a decent amount of movement in it. It is not straightforward at all. This hole causes players all kinds of problems.
Trying to get it to 7 under par with this putt. Oh, this looks pure. That was a gallant attempt. That'll sting a bit. An opportunity to make a par here. And let's have a look at Tony Finau.
Now, who'd have thought we'd see this? He is behind his rival. Can he do the catching up that's necessary?
So after that effort, let's take a look at the leaderboard. The par 4 15th again requires another strong tee shot because there's some trees in the way, Rich.
One of the more simple tee shots on the golf course, par 4, 470 yards. Just a little fade required off the tee to the fairway. The green sits up above the fairway a little bit, surrounded by a couple of bunkers, but I gotta say, I like this hole. It's straightforward, it's simple, before you head into the final 3.
Hoping for a bounce here, preferably to the left. Oh, this has been a ball striking clinic. Another green in regulation.
Another green in regulation. This is an absolute clinic.
Wow, what a save.
And this is why you got to keep your foot on the gas at all times. These guys and girls are good.
Putting for birdie here.
Good stuff today, especially the short game has been really sharp today.
Oh, what a round this is. 7 birdies today.
Ooh, this is getting fun, isn't it?
Currently 7 under for the round. As we head to the 16th tee, the famous par 5 reached the start of the gauntlet.
Ideally, players want to take their tee shots from right to left. Start off that fairway bunker and move it left back in the fairway. Anything down the left-hand side can get caught up into those trees and really cause players issues with their layup. You find the fairway, now you have a massive decision to make. Go for it or bail out to the left, thinking that's the safe play. It really is not. You have to be brave and try and find this green with your second shot. If not, it could come up and bite you.
Well, that's certainly showcasing all their talents there. That's impressive.
Absolutely love watching a player be bold and be rewarded for it.
Just didn't drop. Oh, what a shame. That would have been a nice one to hole. And that's 8 birdies today.
Gotta like it. 2 in a row.
He finds himself in a share of the lead. The par 3 17th, one of the most famous holes in all of golf. The Island Green, one of Pete Dye's, but really Alice Dye's masterpiece.
Par 3 17th, 137 yards, Island Green. I've actually seen a caddy throw it onto this green, but with a golf club in your hand, can you hit the green?
Putting for birdie. It was on a good line. Just a short putt remaining here. And now over to Tony Finau.
He's currently trailing his rival. Let's see what happens here.
Looking really good. Let's take a look at the leaderboard. When you feel like you've survived the 17th, you stand on the 18th tee and you think to yourself, where do I hit this?
It's just one of the most difficult, visually intimidating holes I think you'll ever face in your life. Somehow, try and hit it down the right-hand side of the fairway, keep it out of the rough, and from there, hit it out to the right-hand side of the green, somehow, also keeping it out of the rough or that pot bunker short right. Listen, you'd be happy to make 5 here, that's for sure. 4s are magnificent. 3s are unicorns. They really don't happen that much. It is such a difficult, demanding finishing hole, probably one of the toughest in championship golf.
Oh, I thought that one was going in. Oh, so close, Rich. That chip almost went down for them.
How did that stay?
Oh, how about that, Rich? Do you want me to go fill up your cup? Looks like we're going to extra holes. Here we go, Rich. It's time for a playoff, and we'll be using the aggregate format for this one.
Luke, in playoffs, anything can happen, my friend. Let's sit back and watch.
Well, here we go, guys. The lowest score over this next series of holes wins the event. But if it's still tied, we go to sudden death. There's no room for error, though, Rich. Let's see who comes out on top.
Let's get this playoff going.
Two wins so far this season. Oh, I like the courage here, Rich, getting after this par 5 in 2.
As they should. What a play. Hopefully they'll be rewarded for that play.
And this putt to take the lead in the playoff. Oh, that's too bad. It's just about 3 feet away.
Little birdie look in here.
Leading after one, Rich. We're on to the next hole.
That's a nice position to be in with this aggregate playoff.
Lovely momentum for this player after that birdie at the last hole. Keep it rolling.
Well, this player had a par earlier on this hole in regulation. Luke, not too sure that's going to be good enough in this playoff.
Going with the pitching wedge here. Oh, what a wonderful play. Leading with intent.
Well, the practice is paying off here, Luke. This player is relentless.
And with that, they will extend their lead in this playoff. The next hole in this playoff will be the 18th. Well, what a lovely position to be in. Holding the lead, playing the last. Good luck. Do you like the view from where you're standing, Henny?
Setting up here from about 165 yards.
Going with the 7. Needs this to kick a bit left. Oh, and that's a missed green in a playoff. Hopefully they can regain their composure. The hole out from off this green here to win the tournament. Well done. That takes the pressure off the putt. That's a chip to be proud of.
Gotta say,
Well, that is so cool. What a moment at exactly the right time.
it took him a little longer than usual, but what a way to win this one, Luke. Amazing putt.
Well, you love to see it, Rich. A hard-fought playoff battle, but the victory is theirs.
All the hard work and composure totally pays off the thrilling playoff victory, Luke.
Well, thank you, sports fans. Hope you enjoyed all the coverage of our playoff finale. And from myself and all the dedicated people at 2K Sports, thanks for tuning in. Catch you next time.